This is the best PCVR and mixed reality headset I have ever used. Guys, this is the Play for Dream mixed reality headset. And I must say, this is the best VR headset, especially for PCVR, that I have ever seen in my life. They call this headset the Chinese Apple Vision Pro. I think that's cap. I don't think this should even be compared to that Vision Pro, other than the fact that lets you do mixed reality. That's the only thing those two headsets have in common. This headset, to me, makes more sense for a PC VR purchase. Now, I do gotta tell you guys, Play for Dream did send me this headset. Keeping it honest, keeping it full transparency. But I still love this headset. This headset is nice. Like, this is a loaner unit. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this once the loan period is over. And there's so many reasons why. One, they had to make a new mode for virtual desktop called Monster to fully support the resolution of this headset. Two, it's fully Android based. So that means you can add your own apps, your own functionality, whatever you want to do to the headset is totally up to you. Three, it has micro OLED and is an 8K VR headset. And then four, it has some of the best pass-through I have ever seen in my life. And then the fifth reason is the community is cool. I like the Play for Dream community. They're really nice and really helpful. And honestly, I've had a blast chit-chatting with them for like the past 2 weeks. And they also sent me their Dream Box. So this Dream Box right here lets you stream any game that you connect this HDMI or USB-C to, and it streams directly to your headset with little to no latency. And I promise you, latency is so minimal that I didn't even notice it. We're gonna talk about this later. This is some good stuff. But first, before I sell out some more, let's get to the actual unboxing. So the Play for Dream MR is actually a really simple unboxing, but they give you some really nice stuff. So they give you the headset, obviously, but you also get these controllers. Yes, this headset does come with controllers. That is a big thing in the PC VR market right now, because a lot of these headsets do not come with controllers, but they have their own controller solution that is 6 DoF tracking, and the tracking is actually pretty good. I haven't had many issues with it. They also give you a cover to cover the front of the headset so don't get dusty and, you know, smudgy and all that stuff. You also get a thick light seal cushion, which is really nice, a cable clip, and you also get a 45-watt power adapter, and it charges very fast. And the cool thing is it has 2 ports on it to allow you to connect both the USB-C to connect to the headset itself to charge, and the USB-C to connect to the controllers. Another cool thing about a controller is that the actual ring around the controllers actually lights up. Now, me being an RGB, specialist in all things technology, I love a good RGB. I love that. So that way you know when the controllers are done charging, because they change color, when they're on. And it's just like the small things in the experience, especially with the controllers, that make it really nice. And the controllers are also big hand friendly. Like, that's very rare, especially coming from a Chinese market over here. And I really appreciate that. But honestly, guys, the main place that the Play for Dream MR headset really shines, I mean, like, brightly shines, is the specs. But listen to these specs. This headset weighs 650 grams, and it does not look like it. Like, when I first looked at this headset, I genuinely thought it was lighter than the Quest 3, but it's actually heavier than the Quest 3. But the thing is, it's so well balanced that you would never know. So the battery is back here in the back of the headset, and literally everything is perfectly aligned, damn near. In terms of display, dealing with micro OLED, and the single eye resolution is 3840 by 52, which means in total, this is an 8K resolution headset. Also, the max frame rate for the display is 90 Hertz. I definitely wanted 120, but honestly, most people won't be able to run games with that higher resolution at 120 Hertz. Is not really likely for most people. In terms of optics, dealing with pancake lenses that have a FOV of 103 degrees, but with recent software updates, they bumped it from 103 to 108, which is insane. The IPD adjustment is also automatic, so it ranges from 51 millimeters to 78 millimeters. So for people like me who have very big IPDs, thank you. And the headset does support magnetic prescription lenses, but to be warned, if you have a very high astigmatism like mine, definitely check with them first to see if they can make it. They literally cannot make my lenses. So, I'm gonna have to wear glasses with this at some point when they get a face cushion that supports glasses wearers. But I didn't hold it against them though, because they're a newer company. They were literally in Kickstarter less than a year ago. So the fact that they even like got to the point where they can make their own prescription lenses is actually pretty good. Where this headset also shines is the camera slash sensor. So this headset does have a color pass-through camera. It has outward tracking cameras, eye tracking cameras, a depth camera, accelerometer, gyroscope, and also a wear detection sensor like most VR headsets. In terms of battery life, this headset has 5,060 milliamps of battery storage, which is actually really good. It also supports 30-watt plus fast charging. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering what some of these dials and buttons on top do, but one is a power button and the other is a dial button. So the dial button will bring up pretty much the home screen of the headset. And if you turn it, it even allows you to switch from mixed reality mode to the immersive, environment in the headset. There's also a USB-C port on the left side of the headset. That's for like data transfer, charging, or if you get something like these sound core earbuds that have like the USB-C plug-in, you can do that for audio solutions also. Now, when they originally told me they were going to send me the headset, I didn't really expect much. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we always hear the term Chinese Apple Vision Pro, and they're like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I don't really care about Apple Vision Pro that much, to be honest with you. And I was like, okay, I mean, I'll try it. I mean, what hurt, And with those lack of expectations, I genuinely got an experience. Like, I love this headset, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like this headset right here, dog. Is literally what I've been looking for in terms of just a standalone experience for years. And one of the main things I love about this headset is the software. This is an Android-based VR headset. You don't hear that a lot, especially now you got the new Samsung Muhan, headset coming out. But this headset is full Android. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, ew, Android. No, you change your mind, because this allows for full customization of your VR headset. So that means you can add your own apps on there. I even added the Google Play Store on there. Just do a side load with just a APK, like amazing. Like I literally got my manga app. I got my Webtoon app. I now even got Discord and Reddit for some reason. I don't know why I put Reddit on there. I should put Reddit on there. But literally got my own Webtoon app. I'm literally just scrolling through, looking at my Webtoon in just peak formation. And it's just amazing. And guys, I'm not new to standalone experiences. I have the Quest 1 through 3, I have a 3S, I had a Pro. And this is probably closer to a Pro more than so than like a 3. But this literally is like one of the few times where I will sit in my living room or another room in my house and sit in a mixed reality headset. Never done that before. The high resolution, that 8K display, plus all the freedom and creativity of you being able to design it however you want, literally opens up so many doors for me. And even though I haven't tried it yet, potentially you could add your own emulator and stuff on here too. Now, I need to try that though. I want to see if that actually works, but it could potentially work. Like imagine having your headset somewhere and you just kind of put it on, or you can boot up like a DS emulator or something like that. And also what I do love is that the UI allows for multiple windows to be resized at one time, or just float in the background. So if you want to watch a movie while reading manga or something like that, you can do that. So the Play with Dream MR is genuinely a great software experience. And I even found myself watching immersive videos. Like I've never really done that before. I mean, I don't have an iPhone. I know iPhone has like 3D video, stuff like that, but I've never experienced that before. This is the first headset where I genuinely sat there, recorded like videos in my hands, stuff like that. I sat there for like an hour, just kind of like looking at my hands, because I could believe how weird. It's weird at first, because it's like you see yourself in like a 2D image all the time. I record videos all the time. I see myself in 2D, and even though that's still kind of weird to me, it's not as weird as seeing myself in like 2.5D. It throws you off really bad, but it's such a great experience, and it really opened up the technology for me. Especially being a person that cared about immersive experience before like that. I even watched like nature documentaries and stuff like that in this headset just because I could, and it looks great at 8K. I mean, it just looks amazing. So I was like, I might as well. I even watched my homie Kuya. He made a whole music video in like VR 180, and it's like you're seeing these people in like 3D, quote unquote, but it's like it's just different types of immersion. It's amazing. We also got to talk about the customization in the settings. This headset has eye tracking. What? Like eye tracking? Foveated rendering? Hello? This headset has eye tracking built into it and hand tracking. The only way they could have made that any better, and it's really like a Hail Mary, is if they added face tracking. This literally would be, it's probably might honestly still be a perfect headset for VR chat users. Hand tracking, eye tracking, and then you could add like a little face module underneath it. I mean, the headset's light. You literally got a full setup right there. And the settings, they make it so easy to tune this headset. You can switch it from 4K mode to 2K mode if you want to save energy. You can calibrate your eye tracking really easy. You can control the menu with your eyes and go to like different locations and then just tap it with your hand. It's a great UI UX experience that I wish other headsets would have. They even let you customize the pass-through. You can switch the pass-through from being more higher frame rate and lower resolution to being a higher resolution, lower frame rate option. First, I chose the higher resolution option, but lower frame rate because it just looks better to me. But it's genuinely, there's so many options to do everything in this headset. And even when you're in the headset, the binocular overlap is perfect. Like, it's a genuine like experience. And it's funny because this is the first headset that has like a boxy binocular overlap. Like, I get a criminal amount of FOV in this headset, but it's, instead of it being like a circle, it's more of like a box. And it's so interesting to me because I just never had a headset do that. The only thing I can knock this display for is the glare. If this headset had better lenses, it literally would almost be perfect, just being honest. Better lenses, less glare, because the glare is pretty bad. And you can see it on the startup of the headset, especially if you're looking at it from like the outside in. It's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's not to the point where it's unusable or it kills the viewing experience, but you don't really notice it like when the headset starts up or if you're in PCVR mode. And speaking of PCVR mode, we gotta talk about virtual desktop, man. Now, Play for Dream does have their own solution for PCVR. I heard it's pretty okay. And I heard that you could also use ALVR for wireless PCVR streaming. So you really got options. You got like 3 options. And the third being my favorite and my go-to, shout out God Golden, and it is virtual desktop, man. Virtual desktop is elite, and it's always gonna be elite, and it's always been elite. Literally my go-to experience for PCVR. But the craziest thing that I didn't even know was possible or never even thought about, they added a new mode to virtual desktop just for this headset. And that is called Monster Mode. So Monster Mode uses the full resolution of the Play for Dream MR to its full capabilities. And I mean, it's full cap, and it honestly makes a big difference. This is the best viewing experience I've ever had in a VR headset, ever. And the reason, and you're probably wondering, like, Marty, don't you have other, 8K headsets? Yeah, but there's no warping, there's no distortion. It's really just an image, and it's beautiful. I like the micro-OLED, the colors, it pops, the clarity. It's amazing. And the fact that if you use the H.264 Plus codec virtual desktop, you can literally bump the bitrate up to like 300 to 400, sometimes even 500. And it's literally the closest I've ever come to wired PCVR and wireless PCVR. Half-Life Alyx, I've seen that game so many times, man. This is the first time where I had to just sit there and be like, damn, like this looks amazing. Contractors looks amazing. No Man's Sky looks amazing. Iron Rebellion, Peak. Like, it's just so many. Elite Dangerous, I even booted up Elite Dangerous. I never played Elite Dangerous. I booted up this time just to see how it looks in this headset, and it looked amazing. There's just so many experiences you can have in this headset that are just S tier. And it's like, bro, I'm mad I didn't get this headset. I would have got this other than another headset that I got recently that I won't name. And it's just an experience. Like, this is a true PCVR experience. But like, if you're a person who has the money to, pay $2,000, it's a lot of money, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of money. But it's genuinely worth the money. Like, this is a loaner unit. This is a loaner unit. Like, I'm gonna have to get this back at some point. I'm gonna try to buy this unit. Like, I told him, I'm like, look, man, look, I need that. I need that off y'all, man, because I need this. Like, I have not looked at my other standalone headset since I got this headset. I know this sounds like I'm a shill. And guys, y'all have never seen me this excited in a headset review in my life. Believe you me, you can check back through all my old videos. I have never been this excited to show you guys a headset with this headset. This headset is amazing, bro. It's amazing. The only downside that could probably break it for a lot of people is the comfort. This headset is not comfortable, man. And the thing that makes it not comfortable is 2 things. One, the face shape of the gasket was definitely made for more Asian-centered faces. So it wasn't made for people who probably have like a more Caucasian looking face or built face, or even somebody like me that has more of a round face, you know, being black. But the thing is, they're coming out with new facial gaskets, and even Tyrell Woods in his video, he has a whole 3D printed gasket. You're not gonna sit there and make a whole 3D printed gasket for a headset that's trash. Come on. But I do have one of those coming real soon, probably for the 1 month review. I'll probably show you guys that 3D printed gasket. Shout out Marvin, man. Shout out Marvin. And shout out to the community, man. The community for this headset are really nice. Like, they're genuinely a really good community. A lot of times when I do these type of PCVR reviews, I go into the community and kind of see what the temperature is. Even like I did the Pimax review, I went into the community and see what the temperature is. And so when I went to this community, I go back about a month or two. I want to see if the headset has changed over time. I want to see if there's been updates. I want to see if the spokespeople are active in Discord. And my dude Marvin's always in Discord, always taking user feedback. You can tell he actually uses the headset, even admit some of like the downsides to the headset, like, oh man, there's a little glare here and there. Oh man, we gotta get the software fixed. And they actually do it. Like, I love that, man. I love a supported. Let me feel supported, man. Especially if I'm giving you $2,000. Let me feel like you earned that money, man. You know, let me feel like I'm getting an experience, or I'm like a value customer, and you genuinely get that with Play for Dream. He's a new facial gasket though. I had to put a VR cover on mine just to make it a lot more comfortable. And then, honestly, the facial part is actually way more comfortable now, so I can wear it for like a few hours and not feel bad. But the back part was really like a pain for me. This headset doesn't hinge. Headset does not hinge up or down. I wish it did though. I hope in the next version they do that, because with a headset like this, you kind of need that flexibility to be able to hinge it up and down. But I get why they didn't do that, because of the battery distribution and the weight. But what I ended up doing was I just replaced the back plate with my globular cluster strap from my Quest Pro. So basically I get support in the back and party up front. If you want that globular cluster kit, I can put that in the link below too, so you guys can actually get it. But it's showcasing a stellar PCVR experience, a stellar mixed reality experience, and even the audio is actually pretty decent with the headset. I haven't tried the mic audio, so for the full review, I'll make sure I have that. But for the first impression, I don't have that for you, sorry. And it's crazy, we didn't even talk about the Dreambox shit. Like the Dreambox, this little thing right here, this is legit. This is basically what a lot of these AR glasses people are kind of selling to you, but just in a smaller package. And it's a lot more flexible. So essentially what a Dreambox does, it allows you to have a giant screen or multiple giant screens, because you can connect this to multiple devices at one time, which is crazy, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do that. Let me know if I'm wrong though in the comments below. But you can connect like a PS5 to it, and a PC, or a PS5 and a phone. Anything that takes USB-C or HDMI can be connected to this thing with literally no issue. So I was playing Gran Turismo 7 on my PS5 Pro, and I was running at 60 frames at 4K. Wow. Like, that is awesome. They can get higher refresh rates, maybe like a little 120, maybe a lower resolution, that'd be great. But I literally had no issue. Latency was actually really good. Barely any stutters whatsoever. I would say it's worth it. It's actually genuinely a good thing. The Switch 2 will be here tomorrow, probably today when this video comes out. I'm gonna use it for that too. And what's also nice, as a built-in battery, so you can play while charging. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like this, I gotta give it to them. They've thought of a lot of stuff, and it's like a lot of stuff that a lot of companies kind of glaze over or don't really think about. I feel like Play for Dream genuinely has thought about, even though they were a Kickstarter a few months ago. They got a solid product, man. This is solid. Like I've never endorsed something this early. They got it, man. I love this headset. I haven't used much of anything else outside of review units, stuff like that. But I haven't touched my other standalone headsets, man. Like it's one of those situations where for me, it is a damn near perfect VR headset. Now I think I didn't shield for enough. But they were like, you sold out, dude. I might have. I ain't gonna lie. I might have. I fell in love, dog. I did. This is what I've been looking for a standalone experience. Like I've always wanted that higher resolution, micro-OLED, or 8K. Like, man. All right, I'm done ranting. But basically, if you want one, description below. I would say if you're not comfortable, you think I'm lying, go to other reviewers, go to Discord, go to subreddits, peek around. I think you genuinely be surprised by this one, man. I think most people who I talked to got there between 5 to 15 business days. So yeah, totally decent shipping times. Really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. All this asset. Everything I mentioned in this video will be in the description below. If you want the global cluster strap, if you want my fast charging battery pack I use for this headset, or anything else, just check the bio. It's all down there. With that being said, it's my boy Shield do VR. Just remember, I'm just a dude with a very nice headset. Peace.